Hey guys, welcome back. It's Lucid. We're jumping back into Great Expectations with Middle-Aged Ulm. It's turn 39. And if you recall last episode, we had basically finished up Uruk. We had a couple big battle, or we had one big battle, and his capital and all of his forts are basically now mine. I just have to kind of clean up, so we're going to try to get the rest of his provinces before any greedy onlookers decide to vulture upon us. Okay, so we got 5 fire gems from Bandarlog, and he said 2 units secured so far. I sent him that miraculous cure-all elixir, and he's got 3 more to go. He's paying me a few more gems to hold it longer, and then he'll send it back. He also said I need to stop using Discord when I'm in a tiz. He had sent me some kind of weird Discord message. Anyway. Okay, so search a ton, find nothing, which is kind of the motto for this game. We have a battle here, we just kill a bunch of PD, lose 1 dude. We have a battle here, we lose a few dudes. Let's see what happens. I think I know. My homeboy here is not super precise. So unfortunately, that can mean he hits his own dudes with Fire Blast, and there's no way this PD is going to kill anybody. Yeah, you can see I hit myself. That's how he lost a few dudes, so that's unfortunate. Okay. Oh, this is nice. Units have gotten younger. We like that. Okay, so that's about it for this turn. We're going to go through these next ones pretty quickly since not too much is happening. We're going to talk about research and kind of what our god is doing, and we'll do a quick update. You can see I'm making a ton of research improvement items. My research is now up to 1,700. We're making alquils and lightless lanterns like crazy. Our god, who had been blood hunting, is now going to make a bloodstone. And then after that, he will probably go back to blood hunting. I'm not totally sure. We are. You can see last turn we were running up construction. I decided to make a quick pit stop for Enchantment 7, and my thinking is, when I forge like the unique construction item, it's going to basically deplete all my earth gems, and my research is so fast. And I'm going to, after I have Bloodstone. If I do Bloodstone and then Staff of Elemental Mastery, I'll have enough to cast Earthblood Deepwell. And then I can have a huge Earth Gem income on top of... Basically, I want to do that before I get the booster, if you know what I mean. I'm going to have to already forge a fair amount of Earth stuff just to be able to... Like, I'm going to need a Bloodstone and the Staff of Elemental Mastery probably to make the... Earth Astral Booster, which is one of the main reasons I'm going Construction 8. So, because I'm going to need to do that anyway, I'd rather do a pit stop at Enchantment 7 and get Earthblood Deepwell, and then I can take all these Earth Gems and hopefully get more than I spent back on them. So, that is good. I don't think there's too much to talk about. We're casting Dark Knowledge. This guy's casting Dark Knowledge. We're basically going to be doing a lot of site searching. I want to site search up Uruk's lands. I know he doesn't have fire, so any of the fire site searching I do will be good. Any of the death site searching will probably be good. And then some of the earth may be good. But nature and stuff, he's probably site searched already, but hard to know. So anyway, this turn we should be taking the last of Uruk's provinces. He only has 4 left, and we'll be taking all of them. And we'll be storming the castle. And there's nothing inside, so it should be easy. Here we have started building a palisade, and we're site searching. My Holy 3 dude, my prophet, is going to be moving this way, where he can take the crystal throne, so that will be good. I want to go ahead and get that Earth Astral income. And then I need to build a lab there, probably the turn I claim it, and I can start making a Crystal Mage. So that is basically it for this turn. Turn 40. Okay, we cast Dark Knowledge, nothing. Heart Respects, nothing. Okay, we found a Well of Pestilence. We actually knew this one was there. This is in, right here. We knew there were death scales. I kind of waited too long to cast it. I probably could have cast it a few turns before. So this is a pretty nice province. It gives me 2 death income and 1 astral. Okay, we found one site, the Copper Idol, which had so many turns of finding nothing. Even finding kind of not great sites is awesome. But in air we love, so that is super welcome. We have some final kind of raiding battles here. We've got that one where we take PD. Okay, this one was the one where he had probably at least 50 PD. This is probably like 60 or 70 PD. This is way more PD than you should really ever put in a province. I mean, if you know there's going to be a battle there like continuously and you have mages to buff up all your PD with good buffs, you could do it, but yeah, that's not good. The thing is, every time you invest in PD, like, it may seem like a good idea, because you're like, oh, I'm going to be harder to attack. Or like, they can't raid me or whatever. The thing is, it's not a good idea, because you have... If he had put all this money he's put into PD into forts, he would have more mages, and that was one of the things he was lacking in fights against me. He would also have more research, because he would have more mages, and so he could do more useful things. There are some times where he strategically should have used PD, like on the fort battles where he knew I was attacking, but he didn't even bother defending it. He just kind of let his PD run into me. But, yeah. So, I mean, they killed some stuff. They got one of my smiths, but this is like, this thousands, this is probably several, like, probably 2,000 gold he's just put into PD. This is not how you want to do. Not how you want to do. You need forts and all that other stuff. Okay, so they kill a Gamherding here. Wait, let's do the rest of ours. Well, we'll do the flickers. So, he attacks Bandar Log and wins. I don't know if we'll watch that. Okay, we kill that PD. Here's another province that we took from him. This is the one before that our guys died trying to take. This was a really weak little raiding party, but now we've got, you know, a little mid-sized army. And there go his... I don't know why these guys are running into melee. I wonder if they got... Maybe I had somebody mixed in with them? Or maybe they were firing rear and ran forward. That's more what it looks like. Okay. So that one, we lost 8 dudes and killed a bajillion PD. And then here, we raided that too. So anyway, we got all of Uruk's final provinces, and now that is the end of him. So thank you, Uruk, for playing. It was fun. Yeah, we had some pretty good battles in there. It doesn't feel like he was super ready for them, but they were good battles. I enjoyed them. And like he totally killed an army here with those chariots were pretty solid. He had good positioning of them on the flanks, but not a lot of mage support. And I think a lot of his mages might have died down here fighting Agartha. So in some ways, it was just very opportunistic of me to jump in and fight when I did. But that's kind of how I roll when I can. Okay, we lost a ton of population. I think that was not in my province. Yeah, not in my dominion. So there goes the misfortune paying for itself. New trade routes. And then we got some gems. Okay, and with that, I think we're going to go on to the next turn, turn 41. And these ones are going to go by pretty quick now, because I'm not really interested in getting in another war super soon. So we cast Haruspex, didn't find anything. Haruspex didn't find anything. Dark Knowledge, we found Gloomgate. Gloomgate's actually a really good site. 2 death gems and boosts death ritual range by 2, and I definitely can use death gems, so that's really, really good. We also found a magic site, Smolderstone, that's a fire 1. Found another magic site, holy crap, Temple of High Magi, this is really good. Or High Temple of the Magi. So we get 2 fire, 2 astral. And we get to recruit these guys, the High Magus, and the Magus. Anyway, so we get 2 of these guys, which is pretty good. Importantly, they're Astral 2. I really only get Astral 1 natively, so that's really nice to have another source of Astral 2, because I also am going to get them with my Crystal Throne, so that is nice. But certainly the income is worth it alone. With that, I'm probably going to palisade this right away, so I'm going to go ahead and start building palisades. I definitely want to protect this very, very good province. I haven't finished site searching it. We've only done one tiny little bit, so there could be even more sites there. But it's definitely worth protecting for that alone. Okay, then we found a tar pits, another fire site. So our fire income is at least probably doubled this turn. Another tar pits and a gorge, which is a earth 1 site. And then an enchanted tomb, which is a death 1 site. So our gem income has gone through the roof this turn. We've at least doubled our fire income. Our earth income, we've gotten, I think, at least 2. We've gotten, 3 or 4 death income this turn. So if I have one more turn like this for gem income, I'll be pretty happy. That's pretty awesome. Like, we look at gem income, and it was like, bam. That was huge. It's huge. Okay, so those are all the sites, which is kind of the great thing about this turn, or about really probably this whole episode will be the best thing. We infiltrate Abyssia, so we'll check that out in a minute. We can see Falegra running around with his army. He managed to stop a few raiders. We got a crap ton of gold, a berserker pelt, a bunch of fire gems, and then a few other gems. So that's awesome. And then we get some more gems. So luck scales in effect. Yeah, that's pretty sweet. So you can see we have a big old gold surplus. We're going to be recruiting a ton of stuff everywhere. I guess we're not recruiting that fort. Like this fort, we got mage production. This fort, mage production. This fort, mage production. A lot of mage production. Well, I guess we're not recruiting everywhere. But you can see So we're going to be doing a little bit of infrastructure on Falegra, so I'm not putting a ton into troops, and I have enough army. I'm not really worried about getting attacked at the moment. So, like, we're putting a fort up here. That's still going to go. We're building a temple here. The fort's going up here. Eventually, we're going to put a temple here. We're building a lab here. The other thing we see is that Rlyeh has taken this throne, which I kind of wanted to get, and it's a reasonably large army. Presumably most of his Lobo guards died, but he's got a bunch of Illithids, and he's got a vastness, which is a bit annoying. I mean, we can kill a vastness. Bandar Logs saw it somewhere else on the map and sent me a screenshot of it, and I thought it was an Utter Vast at first, so I was like preparing, holy crap, we need a golem to kill the Utter Vast, but I don't think he does have an Utter Vast. His scales, we can see his scales here. He has pretty good scales, and you can't have scales this good with an Utter Vast. Especially not like a Death Astral Utter Vast. And we know his Bless is a Death Astral Bless, because Agartha told me in Discord. So our Pretender God is still blood hunting. Is that everything? Yeah, we had good events. So yeah, basically the name of the game, I need to get my Dominion all in here, in Uruk's stuff. I need to get a few forts built, one here, and then probably one here or here. Now I'm making a big army here to potentially take this from Rlyeh. I may attack next turn or the turn after. I'm kind of waiting till I get 5 Amazons. Crystal Amazons, so I can do Fog Warriors. So I'm building a lab here, and I'm moving a bunch of dudes in, like putting Bows of War on here to meet up with priests that are coming in, so I can hand the Bows of War mid-movement off to them, and then they can come in. But really, it doesn't really matter, because anybody that's in this province, which is going to be the staging point, we are going to re-equip them, give them all the gear they need, and then we're going to go kill Rlyeh. We cannot... The situation with Rlyeh is getting a little bit dire. He's got 3 thrones claimed, and he just took this province. He didn't have it last turn, so... yeah. I don't think he did. So he's got this throne, he's got that throne, he's got this throne, and he's got one of... Where's the Bandar Lake? I think he has this province and this province, so he has these thrones too. And then within his reach are this one, and then that one would not be too hard. And then that one is right next to a lake. There's a few of these that are very, very close to a lake, so he's in a very good position to take thrones. And the problem with Rlyeh is once he gets a throne... Sorry, yawning. Once he gets a throne and forts it and puts assassins in it, it is so hard to take. So hard. So we're not going to play that game. If we're going to count the number of turns until there's a fort, and then, like, he could theoretically have a fort, and we'll attack before that. Though we may send a scout in to see if a fort is getting constructed. So yeah, that is kind of the plan. Prepare for a battle with Rlyeh here. Now, when I attack him, I'm probably going to tell him, hey, I don't necessarily want to kick you out of Agartha, but you don't get to have this throne. Because I'm not really interested in fighting him. I don't want him to have a throne. Now, the problem is, if I choose not to take it from him, then everybody else is kind of worried about Rlyeh. And if I take it from him, then people may be less worried about him and may be more worried about me. So in some ways, there's an incentive not to take it. Plus, I don't really want raiding from my... I actually don't really care about raiding from my seaport at this point. I have enough troops in position to defend that I will kill more of his stuff than he'll take from me. The only kind of exception to that is I would like a golem first. If I have a golem that can jump on top of his like medium raiding squads and just delete them, then it would be good for me if he raids. So anyway, we'll have to figure it out. But all in all, a pretty solid turn. We'll go ahead and do turn 42. Power specs, nothing. Cloud Trapeze. I was Cloud Trapezing this mage. It's a Crystal Amazon, you can see. Down to the southern lab near Rlyeh's throne, so that we can add her into the communion. That will give me the 5 mages I need very shortly to cast Fog Warriors. And then here we get an Enchanted Tower. So 1 site this turn. We have infiltrated Abyssia again. We'll check out score graphs in a hot minute. And then there's a battle here with Phalegra where they died to some werewolf. The Throne of Gaia has apparently been awoken, so we're going to get attacked a couple times. I think Jotunheim actually claimed the Throne of Gaia. We got a Pilgrim, so kind of neutral events this turn. Okay, we get attacked by an Ivy King, which is pretty good. They can actually, I think, do Swarm and some other stuff, and they didn't really kill anything, so that's pretty nice. Here we got attacked by Earth Gnomes and Earth Elementals, and then here we caught a sneaking Jotunese Raider. So, anyway, that's going on. Let's see what our god's doing. So our god had blood hunted, but now we're getting very close to, okay, we got enchantment 7. So I want to get Earthblood Deepwell off, but to cast it, I'm going to need a Staff of Elemental Mastery. So, yeah. Alternatively, I could forge this turn, the Robe of the Magi, but I'm going to need 40 Blood Slaves. I only have 37, and I could do it one more turn, like I could Blood Hunt one more turn and get it. But if I do that, then it's basically going to be 1 turn where I don't have Earthblood Deepwell up, so I'd rather just cast it now and get those gems. Or cast it next turn, because otherwise it would be 2 turns. So anyway, we're making Staff of Elemental Mastery, which is a pretty sweet item, by the way. gives you stone skin, shock resistance, elemental +1, and then elemental spell range, which is pretty damn useful. Like when you need that spell range, it's pretty nice to be able to have an item or two, which we'll add to it. So anyway, we're making it. I will barely not have enough earth gems to cast it next turn, but I can alchemize into earth, which I will do. If I only have to do a couple, which I should. My earth income's like 14 or something. 13. So anyway, that's what we're doing with my god. All my priests who are sitting around not doing anything, these guys were blood hunting here. I'm going to move them up here so they're not blood hunting in a capital. As you can see, this is super high income. I don't want to get that blood hunting unrest. All other priests which aren't doing anything are probably going to be blood hunting. I don't know if I have any. He's preaching. He should probably be blood hunting. Maybe I don't do it this turn. Maybe I do it next turn. We have a few of our spies, which we've kitted up with these cat's eye amulets to give the improved stealth, and they are going to be running up and snooping around. And I think that is it for this turn, and therefore for this episode. We're basically getting ready to do some of the cool Construction 8 stuff, and then as soon as we have Alt 9, we'll probably go into our next war, because that will be another power spike for us. I have to figure out who I'm going to go to war with. Jotunheim's kind of an obvious target. I have a big front where I can attack him on many places. Attacking him down here would secure me a lot of Phalegra's land. And then I get a bunch of land here. The other option is I let these guys... The problem with doing that is it will bring this thing, which is having all these guys locked up in fights, to a close. Whereas potentially attacking Rlyeh might be better. So I have to decide. I don't really want to attack Rlyeh, because they're really annoying to fight against. Like, mass assassins is one of the most annoying things to have to fight. I can do it. I think I can do it. But we'll see. Anyway, I still have to decide that. I haven't decided. So turn 42 into this episode. Thanks, guys. See you next time.